In February of this year, New York Senator Kirsten Gillebrand announced on Twitter that she would be ditching donations from corporate PACs. She unfurled that statement in a video saying, "Because of the corrosive effects of corporate money in politics, I've decided that from this point on, I'm no longer accepting corporate PAC checks into my campaign." Of course, Gillebrand is one Democrats' many unconfirmed but possible candidates for 2020, alongside New Jersey Senator Cory, California Senator Kamale Harris and former Vice President Joe Biden. Gillebrand's team presented her remarks as a trailblazing moment, despite the fact that nearly a dozen members of Congress had made the same promise by that time already. A few hours after her announcement, Booker fell in line and announced there will be no corporate PAC money in his campaign war chest, either. By April, Senator Harris jumped on the bandwagon, announcing her decision on a morning radio talk show by saying, "Money has now really tipped the balance between an individual having equal power in an election to a corporation." But while shedding PAC money makes for great press ink and allows politicians to play Robin Hood, the promise isn't the bombshell that it seems. That's particularly because most voters don't understand how PACs work. Unlike PACs, super PACs function independently of a candidate and are not allowed to coordinate their efforts with politicians or even political parties. Of course, this is a blurry line as candidates will often endorse a super PAC that runs ads on their behalf. In addition, corporate PACs have a spending limit of $5,000, barely a ripple in the cost of running a race for a Senate seat. According to the Center for Responsive Politics, the average 2016 Senate candidate spent $10.4 million. Typical presidential races cost hundreds of millions of dollars. During the last election, Trump raised $978.6 million, while Clinton brought in $1.4 billion, according to the Washington Post. So in presidential elections specifically, such as the 2020 race that Gillebrand and company are supposedly eyeing, $5,000 is a laughable sum. The largest pro-Trump super PACs, Great America and Rebuilding America Now, spent a combined $43.5 million during the 2016 cycle. And that figure is dwarfed by the pro-Clinton super PAC Priorities USA Action, which spent $132 million. With millions of dollars ricocheting through the books, no presidential hopeful, even the most progressive on the docket, can seriously considering condemning super PAC cash. Every campaign finance expert I tracked down said the same thing about the Democrats' moves. Ditching corporate PAC money is a way for a headliner candidate to signal that they're committed to getting the money out of politics, but it doesn't quite ring true. In an interview with Playboy, Sarah Briner, a Ph.D. in political science who tracks campaign cash at the Center for Responsive Politics, speculated that avoiding PAC money is certainly going to be something that people who are in the more progressive side of the party are all going to have to do, adding, "It's just so low cost for them." She went on to explain that, money in politics is fungible, and since PACs are just one of dozens of venues by which money can transmitted from donors to candidates, if you're not taking PAC money, you'll still take my direct contribution.